We'd like to welcome you guys to the Soto Podcast. We're getting ready to talk about 42 people. And yes, you did not hear that wrong. 42 people were involved in this story. And these individuals that you see on my screen have traveled or were willing to travel to the country for criminal sex encounters with young children. If you guys know, we're the AFC. That means we advocate for children first. And this is the exact type of thing that we're trying to avoid. And I am glad that they caught all of these bastards and bastards, right? If you guys would click that thumbs up as you guys come in. Forsyth County, Georgia. Forsyth, Forsyth County, Georgia. The 24 suspects range in age from age 19 all the way up to age 65. How about that? They hailed from as far away as Wisconsin. Yes, yuck is the exact right word. Wow. They were ranging in things like IT professionals, landscapers, and drug representatives. And they were all arrested during an undercover operation in Metro Atlanta. And they titled this one Operation Just Cause. Okay? Now, the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office, along with 13 law enforcement agencies, finished an undercover operation dubbed Operation Just Cause. The sting was a 4-day, keep in mind, that is a 4-day proactive effort centered in coming. The operation took several months of planning and was aimed at child predators and other suspects targeting children for human trafficking and other criminal acts in the state of Georgia. Over the course of the operation, 24 of those cases were concluded with arrest, authorities said. Among those arrested were already registered sex offenders and suspects with prior arrests for similar charges. How many of you people are surprised by the fact that some of these people were already registered sex offenders and they were going to offend again? Personally, I'm not shocked, but I think that's also why we need to be extra precautious when it comes to making sure you guys can look online and find out where registered sex offenders are moving into your areas and where they're living and all of that kind of good stuff. Pay attention, guys, because these faces, some of them look like pedophiles. Some of them look like normal people. It's hard to judge a book by its cover, but I think it's also important to make sure and do your research. Now, here we go. Let's keep going. Investigators have numerous exchanges with subjects on various social media or internet platforms, police said. Many of those exchanges in which the subject initiated contact with someone they believed to be a minor and directed the conversation towards sex, the investigators said. Castrations, yes. And there were actually women involved in this story as well. It wasn't just guys, okay? So yes, I agree. They added in some cases, the subject introduced obscene or lewd content, often exposing the minor undercover to pornography, or requested the child take nude or pornographic images for them. Man. Among those caught in this operation were a suspect who pleaded guilty to statutory rape the week prior. And a man currently serving time in state prison who made contact with an undercover officer on a smuggled cell phone. So it was somebody who was already in jail who had a cell phone that they were not supposed to have in jail, right? Let me take a pause for the cause real quick and thank my guy, Bobby Boxes Boston, because I remember what your actual name is. So shout out to you, bro. Let me shout out you. Said, Judge Jay, you're good people. You're doing a great job, man. Thank you, Bobby Boxes Boston. Thank you so much, bro. And he donated by way of the PayPal. If you guys want to donate, you know that the links are in the description box. I encourage you all to contribute, okay? And if not, if you don't want to do that, everybody click that thumbs up, okay? We don't have very many thumbs up, so I'm asking for everybody to click the thumbs up. It'll let other people know that we're live, okay? So I ask for everybody, if you're watching on your phone, tablet, or computer, whatever you're watching me on, just take a moment, make your eyes go down for a moment, Look and see if that thumbs up is blue. If it's not, then click it. You don't think it does anything, but it actually does. It lets other people know that we are live. Help your boy out. Help your boy out. All right? Now, let's keep going. Not only was a man caught who had a smuggled cell phone in jail, so he shouldn't have had a phone in jail, investigators even said that a 25-year-old man and a 19-year-old traveled from Tennessee to have sex with an underage child and came with their 2-year-old baby, and they were arrested also. That's sad, man. And I want to give a shout out to Tommy Sotomayor, by the way. And recently, him and Michi X did a stream about this, and I thought it was a pretty dope stream because, you know, we always advocate for the children here, but the fact that they made that their primary focus, I thought that was very dope. And one of those things that they talked about was child sex trafficking, right? It's a very, very important thing because these kids are disappearing not only from their homes, they're being lured out by way of these social media means. Some of them are just flat out being kidnapped. And some of them are actually being taken from the Child Protective Services, like in DHS. Just straight up just falling victim to the system that was meant to protect them, right? Let me also give a shout out real quick to Bolo, who sent a Cash App, and he said, "Thank you for doing God's work, my brother," and shout out to Bolo. So Bolo's right there in the chat, man. Shout out to him, Bolo TV. Thank you very much. I just got your Cash App. Authorities took the opportunity on Thursday to warn parents about the dangers posed online and the dangers that lurk out there. And I want y'all to look at these ugly faces of these people. Multiple law enforcement agencies, including the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, Attorney General's Office, Homeland Security, and several law enforcement agencies took part in the operation. More than 40 officers participated in the operation, and the arrest in the operation follow as such. Now, this is what I want to know from you people. So you ask, what, this just happened? Yes, it just happened. Just happened. Less than 7 days ago, from my understanding. So here's my question to you guys that are watching right now. Do you guys want me to give you all of these people's names, where they're from, and what they do for a living? Put them to shame. Let's put them to shame. What do you guys think? Do y'all want me to read their names, where they're from, their ages, and what they do for a living? I want to take a vote on this. So I'm going to wait and see what you guys tell me. If y'all want me to skip that part, I can skip that part. But if y'all want to know the names and identities of these predators, then I can absolutely put it out there. I am waiting on you people to say yes or hit the thumbs up, whatever it is that you want to do. Let me know what you guys think. So I will wait for your response. I know that you guys are about 30 seconds behind me, so I have to account for that. Okay, it looks like people are saying yes. Put them on the wall of shame. Yep. Bobby said yes. Peach Cutie Pies said they're nasty SOBs. Yes, they are, ma'am. All of them. All of them. I think out of the 42 of them, I think only 2 of them were women, but nonetheless, they range in a lot of different ages and a lot of different backgrounds. Okay, everybody said yes. So here we go. Listen up. This is not going to be in any particular order, so let me get the, that fool, he just looks weird. All of them do. Let me get the main photo back up on the screen. That's not the main one. Let me get the main one up. Always glad to support you, Jay, and for what you do. Hashtag AFC. You guys know who that is. That is Green Eyes Reed, who just hit us up in the cash, not the cash app, but the super chat. So shout out to Green Eyes Reed. Thank you very much. And she used her emojis in there, and she's able to use those particular emojis because she is a channel member. And if you want to join the channel when we start doing streams only for the members, that will start next month here in just a few weeks. Let's talk about these faces that you see on the screen. First name, Robert Harley Martin, out of Dahlonega, Georgia. I've never heard of that. I don't even know what that is. So he's a white man, Dahlonega. I don't know how to pronounce that. Dahlonega, Georgia, 38 years old, and he is a truck driver. Next name, Eric Delgado, white man, Gainesville, Georgia, 26 years old, sales associate. Alan Thomas Bryant, white man, Murrayville, Georgia, 40 years of age, no job, unemployed. Next name, Kyle Alexander Williams, black man, Stone Mountain, Georgia, 32 years of age, landscaper. Roger Kyle Nicholson, white man, Gainesville, Georgia, 44 years of age, no job, unemployed. Say I mispronounced it. Sorry. Y'all know how it hey, y'all know some of these places and some of these names are very difficult to pronounce. I can't do it. I'm not going to even fake like I can. Here we go. Jacob Perry Yeamans, white man, Madison, Wisconsin. So that's the one out of Madison, Wisconsin, 61 years of age, and he does not have a job listed. Okay. Rene Mauricio Pizzato, or Rene, I don't know. Rene. I think that's Rene. I don't know. Out of Marietta, Georgia, 29 years of age, sales manager. Jackson Kane Butler, white man, Calhoun, Georgia, 20 years of age, it works in sales. John Andrew Odell, white man, Cumming, Georgia, 40 years of age, truck driver. Michael Keith Coker, white man, Augusta State Prison, 29 years of age, unemployed. So that's the one that was in jail. He's 29 years old, white man by the name of Michael Keith Coker. Next name. Richard Edward Hazelwood, black man, Roswell, Georgia, 49 years of age, drug representative. What the hell is a drug representative? Is that a drug dealer? Is that the same thing? I don't know. Let's keep going. Y'all want some more names? I got a lot more names. Jonathan Dale Butler, white man, Pall Mall, Tennessee, 25 years of age, no job, unemployed, but he's going out here to rape some kids. How about that? Mackenzie Faye Stinson, white female, Pall Mall, Tennessee, 19 years of age, sales associate. So that's the one that was convinced or was in collusion with the 25-year-old, and they both came from Tennessee to go out there and rape some kids. A 25-year-old and a 19-year-old. Let's keep going. Mahesh Kumar Saroj, S-A-R-O-J. They classify as a white male, but I'm sure that's not a white male by that name. Alpharetta, Georgia, 35 years of age, works in information technology, and I'm assuming that is that guy. Let's keep going. Christopher Scott Taylor, white man, Cumming, Georgia, 29 years of age, construction. Joseph Ryan Linsnock, white man, Gainesville, Georgia, 22 years of age, landscaper. Dylan Blair Nesmith, white man, Johns Creek, Georgia, 23 years of age, mechanic. We got a few more. Austin Wayne Rhodes, white man, Alpharetta, Georgia, 22 years of age, mechanic. Daniel Dennis Rogan, white man, Wichita, Kansas, 47 years of age, a vehicle transporter. John Lee McIntyre, white man, Gainesville, Georgia, 35 years of age, supervisor. Gavin Austin Peppers, white man out of Bowman, Georgia, 21 years of age, hotel clerk. Wow. Jimmy Webster Roy, white man, Gainesville, Georgia, 21 years of age, a mower. Anthony Christian Saya, white man, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 23 years of age, laborer. And last but not least, Stephen Charles Vinenberg, white man, Cumming, Georgia, 65 years of age, no job listed for that particular pedophile. Now, these are pedophiles, prepubescent children. Everybody understand that, right? I don't know that most people understand the definition of what an actual pedophile is. Too many times we just use words and don't know what in the hell they mean, right? Let's go ahead and give you guys the fair usage. Thank you to the people that have already donated. If you guys want to donate, the best place to do it is in Cash App and PayPal, because I will see those immediately. Let's go ahead and give it to these pedophiles, man. If you guys are ready to get it popping, let's get started. If I can find my fair usage in here somewhere. There we go. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Man, I feel you. Who said that? P Slim, I feel where you're coming from. Martin Ellen, I feel you. Man, post your comments about what you guys think about these people. I have quite a few videos, so you guys kick back, get yourself something to drink. I got a lot to say and a lot to show you.
Investigators say the streets were a lot safer tonight after locking up 24 alleged child predators.
Thank you to Jimmy D. Jimmy D, I just got your Cash App in, man. Real easy, man. Thank you for your support always, Jimmy D, in the chat.
Just Cause took months of planning, zero in on those alleged those who were allegedly targeting children for human trafficking and other crimes. Several of the suspects arrested are already registered sex offenders, and only 3 actually live in Forsyth County. Investigators say the rest of those suspects traveled to their neighborhoods to target children.
We wanted to take this opportunity to let this be a warning to parents. Guys, there are dangers in the online content and the social media that our children are out in and about every day. And we hope parents take this to heed. You need to talk to your children about the dangers that are posed and what's lurking out there.
13 other agencies partnered with the sheriff's office to round up these suspects.
All right, we got quite a few more videos. If you guys are ready, man, I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised by the fact that the news actually did a good job by bringing this to the light of the public.
Deputies gave us 22 mugshots today, calling these people child predators. Investigators say it is a tough reminder about the dangers lurking on the internet all the time. Channel 2's investigative reporter Aaron Diamond is live in Forsyth County. That's where police announced these arrests. Aaron?
Jovita, 3 of those arrested live here in Forsyth County. Nearly all the rest of them live within 50 miles of the sheriff's office. Now listen to this. 2 of those arrested are registered sex offenders. Another one is a sex offender currently serving time in state prison using a smuggled cell phone.
You need to talk to your children about the dangers that are posed and what's lurking out there. Parents need to monitor social media of their children. I know sometimes we think that we're intruding in their lives.
A warning Forsyth County Sheriff Ron Freeman can't make loud or often enough after leading a massive operation that snared 24 accused child sex predators and traffickers.
These individuals knew and clearly knew that they were arranging sexual encounters with very young, what they believed to be very young children.
Freeman told us Operation Just Cause took months to plan. The sheriff's office shared this drone video of some of the dramatic arrests that went down last weekend.
If you come to this county and you think you're going to prey on our children, you have indeed picked the wrong county.
Here's a look at the 22 mugshots we have so far. Their ages span from 19 to 65. The charges range from sex trafficking to soliciting kids for sex to distributing child pornography to drug crimes.
It's a big op, and to me, it's a beautiful thing. Like, I love these cases because I love getting these people off of the streets.
He said he loved getting those people out the street. I actually kind of understand where he's coming from with that. And Jason Gunn said, how many times do these officials have to say, watch your children? Parents, we have to be responsible for what our kids are doing and who they're communicating with. Keep an eye on your kids.
It's a big op, and to me, it's a beautiful thing. Like, I love these cases because I love getting these people off of the streets.
Among those arrested, Mackenzie Stinson and Jonathan Butler, who investigators say drove from Tennessee.
Yes, this is all recent. Let me tell you like this, so most people will know. Most of the stories I do are usually no less or no older than 30 days old. So Edna, most of my stories are less than 30 days old. I believe that this is less than 7 days. So anytime you come to the channel, if I'm doing a video, unless it's something old, I will normally say so. But yes, all of my stories are less than 30 days old. They're usually pretty fresh. They're usually pretty brand new information. They're usually either going to trial or something that just happened. It's usually something that just happened. So yes. What's up, Lanisha, and the rest of you guys, all of you guys? I see y'all in the chat. What's going on?
Forsyth County with their 2-year-old daughter to have illegal sex with what was...
I agree, and I think that's the sentiments that Jason Gunn was trying to say. R.A. Williams said government shouldn't have to tell parents that. I agree. And government also should not have to raise these kids with regard to people talking about what CPS failed the kids. No, the parents. The parents failed these kids. So I agree with you both. Yes.
And Jonathan Butler, who investigators say drove from Tennessee to Forsyth County with their 2-year-old daughter to have illegal sex with what was a cop posing as a child online.
I don't know. As a human being, as a father, I have a tough time even comprehending that.
13 local, state, and federal agencies were involved in the op, including the GBI. And for Director Vic Reynolds, the reality...
We could literally do this nonstop. We could literally do it nonstop.
And Director Reynolds compared internet...
Yes, y'all heard that right, with their 2-year-old daughter. If y'all want to hear more details, I got a lot more videos coming up.
Predators like moths to a flame, that as soon as undercover agents, officers get online, they start showing up. Now, nearly all of those arrested are sitting in the Forsyth County Jail without bond. We're live and coming. Aaron Diamond, Channel 2 Action News.
Okay, we can't be doing all this music now. I know this music will get me flagged. I've been watching it and it absolutely flags it. Let me turn it down a little bit. Why would they have this stupid music on here? Let me see. That's the actual arrest.
In a video recently released
of suspects from different...
I gotta turn that shit down.
24 individuals traveled or expressed interest in traveling to Forsyth County to have criminal sexual encounters with young children.
A disturbing story out of Forsyth County. Dozens of suspects from different walks of life. And police say they were determined to have sex with children. Hope Ford has more on the police operation targeting child predators.
In a video recently released by the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office, you see deputies with guns raised arresting a suspect in a child sex sting. Suspects accused of using the internet and social media to...
Look at that, man. That's insane. Let me shout out a couple more people. Anytime you guys donate, I'll take a pause for the cause and I will read these donations, man. Let me shout out to R.A. Williams. Are you in the chat? R.A. Williams just donated, man. So that's pretty dope. Thank you very much, R.A. Williams. And thank you also again to my brother Bolo. He said, I wish I could donate more, bro, because you are a blessing. Bolo, I always appreciate you, man. Anytime, if we could get more people to just donate a small amount, it would help quite a bit. I promise you, it absolutely matters, man. If you guys love kids, support a platform that does most of their work by advocating for the kids, man. So thank you guys very much for that. I really appreciate that. Really appreciate that.
Arrange sexual encounters with children.
And they're lying about their age. They're telling us they're one age. They're not that age. They are explicit. These individuals knew and clearly knew that they were arranging sexual encounters with very young, what they believe to be very young children.
The suspects ranging in age from 19 to 65, many accused of past child sex crimes.
A suspect who had pled guilty to statutory rape, a registered sex offender who's currently serving time in the state prison system who contacted us on a smuggled cell phone.
Two of the accused, a couple traveling from outside the state.
A 25-year-old male and 19-year-old female who traveled from Tennessee to have sex with an underage child.
And they brought a kid with them.
And they came with their 2-year-old baby.
13 agencies and 40 officers participated in the sting. GBI Director Vic Reynolds says it's an unfortunate reminder of the dark side of the internet.
How quickly these predators come out and literally come after these young children.
Sheriff Ron Freeman calls these stings a stark reality and says they'll continue as long as predators lurk after society's most vulnerable.
We will not stop coming after you until we have you behind bars.
And the sheriff also...
Thank you for sharing the story.
All right, guys, that wraps it up, and I will cut that down on the replay so it's not quite so long. Okay? So let's say this. Excuse me. At the end of the day, not only is this another look at our diversity as far as the channel with what we cover, but this type of thing is despicable. And I'm going to tell you guys, like, really, you just need to watch your kids around anybody and everybody. You don't trust your kids around anybody at all. And I think that this proves it between the age range, between the sexes, the genders, the locations where they're from, their job titles. None of those things matter, and you just don't know who is a sex predator, what's going on in these people's minds. And I think at the end of the day, you don't trust anybody. You don't trust anybody around your kids. But that's also why I tell you guys, if you have custody of your kid, don't be putting your kids around your boyfriends, ladies. To my fellas, if you have custody of your kids, don't be putting your kids around random women, right? Because I did a story about a father who put his kid around a woman that was in a relationship with this dude for 6 years, and she ended up killing this kid. So when these people do not have biological ties to your kids, they don't give a shit about your kids. So don't put your kids around anybody. Pay attention to what they're doing online. And more than anything, and I think Relationship Rehab, and you guys, if you're not subscribed to his channel, make sure and check out his channel, as well as Tommy Sotomayor and Lady La and all the rest of you guys that do content. One thing that you guys need to make sure and do is develop a relationship with your kids from birth. It starts at home. You have to start with the right mentality. And I think that if you continue to nourish, that should be a new word, nourish your kids, which is nourish and encourage together. That's a new word. Nourish your kids. Somebody put that in the chat. Nourish your kids, which is nourish and encourage, right? That's a new word. Nurture your kids from birth, right? You have to create a relationship with them from birth. You have to, what is my thing that I like to say? Respect your kids from birth. Give your children respect, and guess what respect will do? Respect will reciprocate, right? I know there's some people in my personal life right now, and I don't want to talk too much about that, but there are some people that don't seem to understand respect and why people aren't respecting them, and they're not getting it back because they're not giving the respect out. They just think that people are supposed to bow down and kiss their ass. No, that's not the way it works. Nourish your kids. Nourish your kids. I'm glad that they got these bastards and bastards off of the streets, because you know what? They nasty, they dirty, and they need to be put in jail for a long time. They need to have that scarlet letter. I don't know if y'all people are old like me. I don't know if y'all remember the movie The Scarlet Letter. But these assholes in society need to have that scarlet letter sewn onto their chest, so when they go out into society, everybody knows that they are the black sheep of our society, and we need to separate and continue to separate ourselves from the trash of our community, whether it be black, white, brown, or whatever, whether it be from East Coast, West Coast, whether it be from this continent or the next continent, this country to the next country, to everywhere across the world. I'd like to thank you guys so much for listening and being a part of the AFC, where we